the cappuccino roundup. Yeehaw! This week we're gonna be looking at all the best cappuccinos and see who's gonna put their best foot or cappuccino forward. How much forward? It depends on how large you make the shaft. It's not technically a negative word because it's not actually a word. It's a fake word. This is how you get demonetized. Now listen, this is abstract art. None of this is human. None of this looks like human. I would just say these eggplants, these cowboy hats, these upside down elephants, it doesn't make them wrong. It just makes them beautiful. Now listen, we'll start here. I don't know why the accent has to come out while I'm doing this. That's like my Texas roots, right? This is a really beautiful eggplant latte. Something I would say about it is I like that you did it as one continuous thing. You did it as a rosetta, which kind of gives the imprint that there's like, you know, more like foliage down there. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I just love about this, the length is not too long. It's not too long. Size doesn't matter. It's not too long. It's not long at all, is what I would say. One time I saw this guy, true story, he was in Washington Square Park. He was getting undressed in the middle of the park in the fountain. You can't do that. That's illegal. But he got completely undressed and it kind of looked a lot like this. So it was a lot like this size. Maybe it's the water, maybe from the pond. I like this deep slit up here. Interesting choice, but I really love artistically that you added this. The fact that you added this little bit right here shows that you really care about how people see you in life, because you could have just stopped here, but you were like, no. This is the end of the night. You did the cut through and then you came back with what was left. I give it 69 points. This one's a little too realistic. I don't like when they get too realistic. I would wonder why the heart of your pour is so big, whereas this part's so small. Also fuzzy, not just the milk texture, just generally fuzzy with the ripple. I like this design. Give a little separation, get a little more color. Put this heart a little deeper over here, and then you can get more length. A lot of people like it when there's more length, you know? I do like that you stacked right here, like you got some color. That's nice. Usually it's a different color. And then you go down here and you zigzag. I love the zigzag. It looks like Bart's hair or Charlie Brown's shirt. 67 points. Sorry. This is fantastic. A little bit of thinness on the milk. Now what I'll say for you, if this is the top of your heart right here, then you want to come in from this angle. See what I'm doing? That way it shapes rounded at the bottom. Right here is kind of the amount that you want to go see a doctor for. Get that checked up on for any like lumps or anything like that. And then a little bit of like this white out here. I don't like how the gradient from the center is white and then it's foggy. Too realistic. I don't like it. It's too realistic. It also kind of looks like a fish. Do you see like the eye would go here? And then this is like the spine of the fish. And then this is, again, the stuff that comes out of the fish. It doesn't have to be different. It actually can stay the same. 100 out of 10. What in the heck is this? This is like a maze. Built a maze for me. I don't know if I speak this language. So I really want to talk about this because there's a lot going on here. There's 3 elements to this pour. So you have this section here, then this giant section down here. I really love how small these are, this little heart right here. And the angle is perfect. I like that this is one straight line, not too much ripple. You pulled back maybe a little quick. The faster you pull back on the cappuccino, the thinner the shaft is gonna be. Then if you're gonna tuck back in later, right here, you're gonna make that part more bulbous, which actually is a genetic trait. Depends on the person. A little crunchy here, but generally, this is probably one of the most magnificent we've seen simply for the maze that you get to do down here. A little deadly maze. You don't wanna get caught in that stream. I do love that you've done like, this is like free pours. So it's like you've combined traditional latte art, which is traditional cappuccinos, with free pour, and what you're doing is you have just enough foam that you're zigzagging. Spider-Man was a model for this one. Absolutely. People like to say I look kind of like the most recent Spider-Man. Don't even say it. Tom Holland, yeah. I think it's just because we have a similar like eyebrow shape and I guess maybe jaw shape. I don't know. People like to comment all my old videos that I look like Tom Holland. I fucking hate it. It literally gave me so much trauma to hear that for the first like 3 years of YouTube, and then I got over it. If I ever saw him on the street, I'd be like, hey, what's up, twin? Dahlia, what do you think of that? Yeah, no, you're looking it up and down, right? It's weird, right? So yeah, I think this is one of the more magnificent pours I've seen all day. Definitely a very like competition-worthy cappuccino. Also, like the Maze Championships could learn a thing or two about this. I don't know about this one. What is this, a top-down angle? I'm confused. I do see where you're going here. I think what you should try to do in the future, unless you want this to be considered a top-down angle, which is totally valid, there is always that angle. Have the heart come from the side. So have the heart be sideways and then lean in this way. I don't hate this. I actually really like it. This shape up here looks uncomfortable though. 10 out of 10. This is good too. This is more like a traditional pour that just went wrong. I do like the thickness and the girth here. That's because you pulled back exactly the right pace, which filled it up to be very square. That's a really great technique. I like this one a lot. Make sure to fill the cup up a little bit more and don't be afraid to put a second layer in there. We got a matcha-chino round, matcha cappuccino. I don't know if I'd call this one. This kind of looks like Pac-Man eating like a cappuccino. This should be sideways and then it'll all make sense, unless again you're doing the top down. But if you're doing the top down, I'm concerned about these layerings. I'm concerned about this like stacking you've got going on. I don't think that's medically safe. I feel like you should definitely go to the doctor in that regard. And the ripples here are also concerning. I don't know. I just don't see that being like safe for the body, you know? That being said, matcha does have lots of antioxidants. 9 out of 10. And that was it for the cappuccino roundups. Now I'm wondering if anybody else has any cappuccinos and you want to put them in the chat, you want to put them in the Discord, go make sure to hit that link down below and put your cappuccinos in there, because we are definitely going to do this again.